Okay, right. Good news is my coconut a day challenge is going well. So far this week, I've ate a coconut a day. It's now Tuesday. So I've had, a coconut today and one yesterday. So I've got 4 left. So I'm going to try and eat 1 coconut every day and see what effects it has. It's the food of choice. Right, interesting. So there's me, right. Now, obviously, we'll go back a step. Let's go back to the, the SMA thing. Really proved a point about ingredients and quality of ingredients and stuff like this, and really about beliefs. Now, one of the problems I had with the SMA, whole SMA thing, was the fact that there was a lot of emotion involved, but there wasn't much fact. So, and that's nothing wrong with that. So, you know, we were taught certain things, and, you know, I remember when I first went to Weight Watchers many years ago, I believed that sugar was fine and fat was the problem. And I had this really silly belief about it, and if you actually look at biochemistry, we know that's not true, and the guys who go to boot camp, I've spoken a bit more about that, and anyone who actually knows anything about the body knows that fat's got nothing, the consumption of fatty foods has very little impact on the storage of fat in the body. Anyway, so based on that, I've been looking at more child products, and this isn't to scare people, this is to educate, because there are alternative choices out there, because the stuff that I've looked at really isn't like cheap, it's not cheap products, so there are other alternatives out there, and just some tips to look out for. I'm going to start off with these Munch Bunch yogurt drinks. Okay, so if you look at those, I mean, they're very similar to the Activil. Now let's quickly look at the marketing. As much calcium as 100 ml of milk, great. Real fruit puree, great. And no artificial colours, great. So there's no artificial colours. So if you're purchasing that for your child, you think, great, there's no artificial colours. That's the least of your problems. I was talking to one of the girls at boot camp this morning, funny enough, I won't mention any names, and I quote, she said, "Oh, I wonder why my kids keep wanting to eat those." Well, here's why. Per bottle, okay, 68 calories, the calories not an issue. 12 grams of sugar. So 2.5 teaspoons of sugar in one of these little beauties. Let me get one out. So 2.5 teaspoons of sugar in there. So again, if say for example a 5-6-year-old's having that, imagine giving them a 2.5 teaspoons of sugar, which is what's in that. That's your first problem. Your next problem is your ingredients. Skim milk first. Again, we've talked about skim milk. It is skimmed, it's not whole, so it's not the best stuff in the world. It's low fat, but that's not the issue really, as we've talked about. It's the fact that it's not whole. So the first most prominent ingredient is skim milk. The next one is sugar. So the most prominent ingredient is sugar, and that's table sugar. That's not, you know, that's table sugar. Then we've got cream, mixed fruits, which are from concentrate, so I'm assuming they've had all the fibre stripped out, so that's just really sugar. Orange juice the same. Glucose fructose syrup, we've talked about 123 on the glycemic index, that's that sweetener we mentioned to make foods extra sweet, so you can see why the kids are wanting more of these. Great for growing kids. So here we go. This is the process, not your fault. This is you do the best you can with what you know. The company, Munch Bunch, or whoever makes these, it's probably Nestle, what Nestle do is they say, right, it's good for growing kids, so surely if the kid has 6 or 7 of these, that's an exaggeration, 2 or 3 of these, it's alright. If a child has 3 of those, they're having 6 teaspoons of sugar, or 7 or 8 teaspoons of sugar in one go. So you can see that's the problem. That's not going to make them grow, that's going to create a sugar dependency from a very early age, which from somebody who was overweight all his life and had to shake those habits at 28, that's quite difficult. So if we can address it early, the point is, it's better giving them nothing than giving them that. So if people say, well, what's the choice? Don't give them anything rather than that. If they want some, give them whole milk. Give them a high protein yogurt like Total Zero. Good, great. It's high protein, very low sugar. Yeah, put a bit of even honey into that. I mean, you know, it's better than this crap. This is processed garbage. Don't give that to your kids. I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.